Welcome back to Waldorf here for the start of the top of the third inning. Spencer Johnson takes the mound once more. The first pitch is ruled inside to Jesus Tavares. It'll be Tavares, Juan Santana, and Delino DeShields, the 8, 9, and 1 hitters for the Dirty Birds. 1-0, sent out to right field. Ray chasing it back. He's at the track, and he leaps up and makes the grab, but it's out of his glove. Falls at the base of the wall. Tavares hits the bag at second and makes his way over to third. As Anthony Ray is shaken up out in right field. That one was sent out on a line, 98 off the bat. And just like that, Jesus Tavares ends up at third. We'll have to see how that's going to be ruled. Oh, Anthony Ray is all right, but Tavares at third now with nobody out, and Juan Santana at the dish. First pitch, a number down the first base line, but it trickles foul. Juan Kelly making sure it doesn't find its way back into fair territory. And that will be ruled a triple. So a leadoff triple for Jesus Tavares. Very close play for Anthony Ray, who is on his horse immediately off the bat. Ball nearly made it straight into his glove, but the collision with the wall jarring it out. The 0-1 grounded to Baca, makes a great diving play, gets up and throws onto first to get the out. It does score a run from third as Tavares comes home and touches for the first run of the ball game as Charleston leads 1-0 here in the third. But a big play made by the Blue Crabs shortstop, Michael Baca. So fluid, that grounder was sent out at 106 miles an hour off the bat. Very smooth with this one knee slide, got up, made a strong throw from deep into the hole. But that'll now flip the order and bring up Delino DeShields Jr., who's 0 for 1 tonight with the ground out, went 1 for 3 last night, had a single and a walk. He scored twice. DeShields is batting .266 with 6 doubles, 2 homers, and 23 RBIs. He has 34 walks as he cranks this one out to left center field. That'll get down for a base hit. He takes a turn at first, but heads back as it's a 1-out single here for DeShields. That's the third hit of the ball game for Charleston as Joseph Rosa makes his way to the dish. Well, that breaking pitch just left over the heart of the plate from Spencer Johnson. Through the first 2 innings, he's located that one very nicely. But unfortunately here, the Dirty Birds taking advantage of some of those off-speed pitches. So Joseph Rosa now at the plate for the second time tonight. He singled back in the first. Second offering from Johnson misses high and away. Rosa, 27 years old, from New York. He spent some time in the Mariners organization as well as the Baltimore Orioles organization, reaching as high as AAA. Spent 7 seasons in the minors before making his way over to the independent circuit. As Johnson falls behind 3-0, he's going to ask for a change in balls. Johnston trying to reel it in here. Runner at first with 1 out. The 3-0, right down the middle. At the belt for a called strike. Well, DeShields at first, he's got 23 stolen bases this season. As Johnston throws over to first, just to check in on DeShields. He's 23 for 28. He's only been caught 5 times. Once again, this Charleston Dirty Birds team, they steal a lot of bags. That one just a touch outside. As that'll be the first walk dealt by Spencer Johnson here tonight as Joseph Rosa makes his way down to first. Delano DeShields on to second base now for the center fielder, Jared Carr.
Number 31, Jared Carr.
Jared Carr 0 for 1, grounded into a fielder's choice back in the first. He reached. They threw out Joseph Rosa at second. This would be a great opportunity for a ground ball here if you're the Blue Crabs and Spencer Johnson. But Jared Carr has been a thorn in the side of the Blue Crabs. He went 4 for 5 last night with 4 singles, had 2 RBIs as well. As he sends this one out to right field, that one is gone. It's a 3-run shot here from Jared Carr, his 6th homer of the season. He knocks in RBIs 38, 39, and 40 to take a 4-0 lead over the Blue Crabs here in the third. Well, that's going to be a tough pill to swallow for Spencer Johnson. He just left a hanging breaking ball right over the heart of the plate. Just a little on the inner half of the plate too, and Jared Carr had no mistake about it. 107 off the bat, 404 feet out into right field and onto the berm. Just like that, it's a 4-0 ball game in favor of Charleston. The 1-0 to Pugh. Called strike on the outside corner. Pugh 0 for 1, struck out to end things in the first. Last night went 1 for 3 with a 2-run double. Also drew a walk and was hit by a pitch. So that one nearly gets Pugh on the hands. Pugh batting .283. Has 12 doubles, 7 homers, and 32 RBIs on the season. 2-1. Misses up high. Tillman Pugh, another one of these Dirty Birds that has a lot of experience. Spent some time at Arizona State University before being drafted by the New York Mets in the 15th round of the 2010 MLB draft. Spent some time in the Mets organization as well as 1 season in the Chicago White Sox organization. 3 seasons in the minors as a whole. But since then, he's played 11 seasons in the independent circuit. The 3-2. Card foul and out of play, so Pugh stays alive. Still just 1 out here in the third. Johnson made it through nicely in the second with a 3 up, 3 down second frame, but has run into some trouble here. 3-2, misses down low, and that'll be a 1-out walk dished out to Tillman Pugh. So Pugh is on for the first time tonight, the 4th time this series already. And the catcher, Roosber Estrada, makes his way to the plate. Well, for a catcher, Estrada has been incredibly productive. He bats .266. He's got 5 doubles, 10 homers, 40 RBIs. He's also drawn 30 walks. So chops this one fouling into the Blue Crabs dugout. Isaiah Quiros getting up and running down to the other end to evade that one. Matt Hibbert putting his hands over his head. Nobody on the top step of the dugout. This one chopped straight back, this time to the far side of the dugout. Ian Yetzko jumping down a couple steps. So it's a quick 0-2 here to Roosborough Estrada. Tillman Pugh at first here with one out. Here comes the pitch. And that one misses. Or it doesn't. Well, no signal there from home plate umpire Sean Hicks. Or if there was, then boy, did I miss it. Well, if you're listening in and it sounded like I was confused, it is because I was confused. That one was in the strike zone, didn't see a signal. And Estrada makes his way back to the dugout after striking out for a second time tonight. Phil Irvin at the dish. He struck out swinging back in the second. First offering, lofted in there at 80 miles an hour for a called strike. Irvin in left field tonight, just like last night. He's batting .233, 5 homers, 29 RBIs as he takes a breaking pitch for a ball on the inside part of the plate. Irvin had a RBI single last night, also doubled and came around to score. He chops this one straight to Juan Kelly, who makes a nice stabbing effort and takes it to the bag himself to end this inning. But not before Charleston takes a 4-0 lead. They score 4 runs on 3 hits, no errors, 1 man left on as we head to the home half of the third here in Waldorf.